Okay, it looks like we are live now, hopefully. So I want to welcome everyone to our November Live with Trio broadcast. We really appreciate you watching with us today. You're going to learn a lot about what's going on in our program this month, as well as what Money Management Center has coming up, and we're going to kind of get you ready for the end of the semester. It's hard to believe it's November. I know I'm kind of ready for the semester over and kind of ready for a little bit more time, so I imagine some of you guys might be having mixed feelings too. Before we really get started, I wanted to talk about the drawing this month and show you guys the prizes that we're going to be doing. We have some really cool prizes, and I'm changing it up a little bit this month. We are going to have you guys enter through Facebook, and I'm not going to draw winners until Friday. So that gives the people who are watching the recordings a chance to earn some of the prizes too. Because we noticed a lot of you guys are watching after it's been after the live broadcast is over, and we want to thank you for that too. So this month we have very timely. It's a scarf. It's knitted, and I guess it's kind of like, I've heard it called a soccer scarf before, but it's really thick and it's really warm. So it's kind of perfect for the temperatures that are coming up. So that's our first prize. And then we have a coffee mug and a tumbler. And last, also good for this time of the year, we have a giant umbrella from Money Management Center. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's one of their big golf-size umbrellas. So we have some really cool prizes. And in order to win a prize, let me pull up the drawing information. All right, hopefully you guys can see my screen now. In order to enter our drawing, you're going to go to the Project Connect SSS Trio Facebook group and tell us what you're thankful for this Thanksgiving. So you can just post on the page or upload a photo, anything that shows what you're thankful for. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, it's private to keep people who aren't involved with our program from knowing everyone's business. So you're going to have to ask to join. It doesn't take that long. We're usually pretty good at approving people. So that shouldn't be too hard to do. And so we'll randomly select from the post to win this month's prizes. So there'll be 4 total winners, and the winners will be announced this Friday, which is November 6th. And I will show this again at the very end, or if you're watching live, I'm pretty sure you can pause your screen on this if you needed to check it out. Okay, so just to start us off, I'm here with some of my coworkers. Rosalind's out sick though, so you guys send her get well messages, and hopefully she's feeling better. And we also have someone from the Money Management Center. So I'll start off the introductions. My name is Katie Fletcher. I'm the Assistant Director of Student Support Services Trio, and I'm in the Teacher Education Center, room 316. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to come by my office, or you should be able to see my email address on the screen, and you can email me at any time. So over to Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly Stuckey, and I'm the director of Trio SSS. And just like Katie said, my door is always open, and I am in the TEC 309, and you are welcome to call, email, or come by my office anytime if you need me.
Hello, I'm Darian Walton. I'm an academic coach. I'm in office number 315, and as Kelly and Katie stated, my office is always open, so feel free to stop by, and I'll hand it over to Eric.
Alright guys, hi, my name is Eric Funes. I am a senior economics major here at Sam Houston State, and I am also a financial mentor here at the Money Management Center. We recently moved offices. We're actually located in the Student Service Annex building now, which is simultaneously across the street from Lone Star Hall and the new health center. So definitely come by, visit us. I always enjoy walk-ins. I enjoy helping students out. It's one of my favorite things to do. And with that being said, actually I have 4 announcements for you guys today. We have one workshop for the month of November, and that is called penny pinching. And just to give you guys 100% accurate information, I'm going to read straight from our workshop calendar. So it's on Wednesday, November the 11th at 6 p.m. in LSE 320. Okay, and the workshop is called Penny Pinching, as I mentioned, and it's basically creative ways to budget. I will teach you guys ways to save money, ways to increase your income, cut your expenses, and it's always a really fun presentation. As always, we will have pizza and drinks, and if you guys have already attended 2 of our previous scholarships, this can be your 3rd one, and then your name will go into a drawing for one of 2 $400 scholarships. So that's legit. So that is the first order of business. The second one is a reminder for everybody to do the scholarship for cats. Thanksgiving break will be an excellent opportunity for you to just, you won't have as much homework to do, or you may, and if you're a senior here, you may, because I know that I for a fact will. You may have presentations and everything, but definitely get the chance to fill out scholarship for cats. It is worth your while. Last year we had Scholar X, and I applied for that one, and I actually got 2 different scholarships off of Scholar X. So it's definitely worth your time. Okay. Quick note on that is that priority deadline is February 1st, and it does matter to turn it in before the priority deadline. You will be considered first if you turn it in before then. So definitely take advantage of Thanksgiving break. Okay. The third reminder that I have for you guys is to keep your grades up, because if you do not keep your grades up, you will lose eligibility for your financial aid, for everything, for your scholarships. Furthermore, be sure that with this new semester that's coming in, that you guys do everything that you guys need to do to renew the scholarship or the grant. I have personally lost scholarship money because I did not renew it. I did not know that I had to renew, and so by this point, it was one of those reoccurring scholarship, it reoccurred semesterly. So by this point, I probably lost around $8,000 or so. So that pains me to admit it, but learn from Eric's mistakes, okay? And then our fourth reminder is to, as always, visit our office if things are tough. We here at the Money Management Center, we never want your finances to be something that affects your school performance or your part-time job performance. We are here to help, and we are here to relieve that stress. We are all friendly individuals. This is our passion, and we love to help people. We love to promote students, and we are crazy about money. So definitely visit our office. We're in the Student Service Annex building. Like I said, it's just down the hill. It looks like an old church building, but it's not an old church. Title IX is also housed here. So definitely check us out. And my name is Eric Funes. Thank you guys for having me. And with that, I will hand it over to Kelly. So thank you guys.
And you're muted.
Hey, Kelly, you're muted.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay, technology, it gets me every time. Okay, so today what I'm going to talk about is academic coaching again. I know I talked about it a little bit last month, but I want to talk about it again this month. We really want you guys to get comfortable with academic coaching, understand what it entails, and that it's not so scary. It's actually pretty fun, so that you guys will really get involved and participate in this new research-based and modeled academic coaching that we're trying to promote with our students. I think it really gives us the opportunity to get to know you better and really get to do some true dreaming with you to make sure that your time here at SAM is not wasted, and that when you leave SAM that you're doing something that you are truly gifted to do and something that you truly love to do. And so that excites us, and so again, I'm trying to get you guys excited as well. So I'm going to try to pull up my PowerPoint again. Me and technology. We shall see how it goes. All right. All right. Can everybody see that? Okay,
Not
so
yet.
academic coaching. Let's go back to...
we can't see your PowerPoint.
You can't?
No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. you click on the share button? That's always the part I forget.
Yeah,
And you click on.
all right. Does that look right?
Oh, I think we might be seeing it now.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
We see it now.
Bear with me, guys. Okay, so the 6 phases. We've talked a little bit.
I'm sorry. We see your web browser.
Okay.
I think maybe go back to the Hangout, and then.
Because when I go to shared screen, it's not showing my PowerPoint.
Ah, okay. Sometimes it would do that to me too. I'll tell you what, Darian, do you want to do your part while I come help Kelly?
Yes, do some technical difficulties over here. Come help me out.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, we only do this once a month, and we're tired too. It's the end of the semester for us also.
Oh, wait, now it's showing up.
Oh, you got it?
Now do you see it?
Yes, now we see it.
Oh, yes.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thanks for your patience. Okay, the 6 phases. We've been talking a little bit about the 6 phases. Disarm, right there where you see the little lock, that is when we greet you. We really want you to feel welcomed here at the TRIO SSS Center. We want you to feel like you belong here, and we want you to know how much we genuinely care about you guys, and we want you to feel welcome, to know that any time that you need us, that we're here and we want to listen, and we really do care to hear about what you have to say about your experiences here at SAM, and we really want to help you figure out how to make the best of your experiences here at SAM. So that is the disarming phase. And then last month I talked about discover phase, and this is where through building trust and a relationship with you as a partnership, we get to know you. We get to know your stories. We get to know your strengths. We get to know about some ways that you deal with things and how you handle things now, and how those tools can help you in future obstacles or future things that you're struggling with. So through that partnership, we gain a lot of trust, and when we get that trust, we are able to move to the dream stage. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, is the dream phase. Now, I have a definition up here of dream. And dream, according to this dictionary definition, is an aspiration, goal, aim, a condition or achievement that is longed for. Sometimes I think we forget what the true definition of dreaming is. You know, we have sometimes this negative idea of dreaming, that it's, you know, oh, he's a dreamer, and oh, you're just dreaming. Like a dream is something that's impossible, and dreaming is not something that is impossible. We all should have some shape, form of a dream. I mean, why are you here at Sam Houston? Why do you want this specific career? You have to have a dream of what your life's going to look like. When you were little and you envisioned what you're going to be when you grow up, you used to dress up as a doctor, or you used to practice being a teacher all the time. There was something that you dreamed about that was very important to you, and that you really wanted to dress like that, you wanted to feel like that, you really wanted to be a part of that and doing whatever that was. That was your dream. And that's what we want you to rediscover. Because if you don't have that goal or that picture or that aim that you long for, you're going to really struggle when you're picking a major and you're trying to find a career that matches up with that major. Sometimes things subject-wise that you're good at aren't necessarily connected to your dream or what your strengths are, and sometimes that can be confusing, and that's what we try to really establish in the phases of academic coaching, is that you really see what your dream is, and that you're able to connect what you really enjoy doing and what your strengths are to what your dream is. And so let's talk a little bit about dream. Many people limit their dreams because they've heard from parents or they've heard from teachers just like I said, you're just a dreamer, because sometimes our dreams can be really big, and we try to limit it to what we should do or what we can do. Sometimes we may make C in science, and we think, or we really think science is hard, so therefore there's no way I could be a doctor, or there's no way I could be a scientist because science is hard for me. That's not true. If your love and your dream is science, then just because it's hard should not stop you from accomplishing what your dreams are. And so sometimes we get involved with the shoulds and the cans. This job may not make a tons of money, and we really want material things, but we got to step back and we need to really look at our dream and what it feels like to get up in the morning and do that job every day. So the dream phase has to do with being able to articulate what those dreams look like, what they feel like. And sometimes we just let you go as big as you want, because that's not a bad thing, because it may seem at first to be out of reach, but really and truly it says something about who you are and what you would be really good at as far as your purpose here. And that should tie into your career. The other thing is, what is your true vision of your future? And that is really tied to your dreams. Do you see yourself outside? Well, if you plan on being an accountant, that vision and that dream doesn't match up with what you have chosen as a career. So we really need to look at what your true dream is. So when we tap into your dreams, it really shows us what your vision of your future is. And we really want to make sure that your education and your major and your preparing for your career matches up to what you're expecting and what your vision is. So now let's switch to what actually happens when we're in the academic coaching. So when we're doing the dream phase in academic coaching, this is what we're really trying to accomplish during this phase. We're trying to stimulate your creativity when you're dreaming. We want you to dream big. Tell us what the ideal dream is. Let's don't look at money. Let's don't look at time. Let's don't even look at education. Let's just look at what the ultimate dream of your life would be. And because that's going to create in you powerful images, and you need those images, you need that vision to keep you going and keep you focused in the right direction. Also, dreaming helps motivate and helps you define what success is. It's really hard to go and do all of these courses and all this core curriculum and choose a major when you don't really have a picture of what success is for you. I hear students say it all the time. What do you want? Why did you come to college? And they say, because I want to be successful. Everybody's vision of successfulness is different. To me, success is that I feel happy and that I enjoy what I'm doing, that I don't come home exhausted, that I have nothing left to give to my family. So success for me may be totally different than someone that's got to be go, 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 going. They need to feel like they're going 90 to nothing all the time. I like calm. I like flexibility. So those are two different visions of what success is. So dreaming helps motivate you by you being able to see what that picture of success is. You can't get through 4 years of college with your idea, I just want to be successful, and you can't even define that. So dreaming is defining what success means to you. The next thing is making connections with what we discovered about your strengths and your passions in the discover phase, and making sure those are tied pretty close in your dreams. How you look, what your vision is when you get up in the morning and dress, does that fit what your strengths are? You've got to be able to totally see it. And so when you give us what your great big dream is, what we're going to start seeing as an academic coach is how there's several connections to what you've told us in your stories and what you've told us in your strengths and your passions. That's all going to match up, and that's only going to solidify your image or this powerful dream that you're going for when you're in college. So dreams are very tied to motivation, and guys, you've got to have motivation to get through some of these courses and to get through some of this time that just doesn't seem like you're doing anything but studying, which is not what you're going to be doing in life per se. So I really encourage you to to come see us so that we can work on helping you learn how to dream again. You could do it when you were little, but it is not a bad thing to be able to do it as an adult as well, and we really want to teach you how to tap into that again. And that is all I have right now. Are we good?
Yes. Thank you, Kelly. So next up, we're going to have Darian give us some tips for those students who are graduating soon.
Presentation?
Yes.
These are a few steps that you need to make sure you have accomplished before graduation, and as well as the commencement date. So where is the commencement held, and will there be a rehearsal? The commencement ceremony will be held in the Bernard G. Johnson Coliseum, and there will not be a dress rehearsal for the commencement. Where should degree candidates report on the day of commencement? You'll make sure you report to the Health and Kinesiology Center, or also called the HKC, which is located across from the Coliseum. In a case of rain, you'll go to the playing field of the Coliseum. There will be marshals available to line up with degree candidates. What time should I arrive for the commencement? Arrive at least 1 hour prior to your ceremony. Your family is able to be seated in the Coliseum at that time. What should I bring to the commencement? Be sure to, of course, have your cap, including your tassel and your gown. At this time, they'll line you up and they'll also tell you where to place your tassel. But your tassel will be worn on your left temple until you are recognized on the stage during commencement. Where can I get my cap and gown? It's not too late to get your cap and gown. Just make sure you contact the Barnes & Noble bookstore on campus. The phone number is on the screen, 936-294-1862. What should I wear to my commencement ceremony? You should dress in accordance with the formality of the event. All candidates must be prepared to walk across the street to the Bernard G. Coliseum from the HKC. So once you're inside the Coliseum, all candidates will be led down a steep flight of stairs. High-heeled shoes or boots can be a safety hazard when wearing the regalia, especially on the stairs. So for the ladies, you should consider the heels to your shoes so that you safely arrive to the floor of the Coliseum without falling. And also note that there is no place to store purses or cell phones at the commencement ceremonies, and any items left behind will go to the HKC Lost and Found. So if you have pockets, be sure to put your cell phone in those. The order of the ceremony will begin with this is the marching order of the ceremony. You'll begin with the president's platform party, and then the university faculty will come sit in front of the students, then the doctoral students, and then the master students, and then the undergraduate candidates. The doctoral students will be recognized first, and then the masters and the undergraduate candidates will be the ones to actually go across the stage as well. How will degree candidates be recognized with honors at a commencement ceremony? Undergraduate degree candidates recognized at a commencement with honors such as Latin honors, academic distinction, honors, and honors college are courted on stage during the commencement ceremony, and those cords will be provided by the university and the honors college if you're part of the honors college. The designation of honors at the commencement ceremony is already decided, and is decided by the honor status as of the 12th class day of the graduating term. So if it's fall, then it's a fall term. If it's a spring, it's a spring term. Or the 4th class day of the first part of the term for the summer. How much time should I allot for the commencement ceremony? Most ceremonies last around 2 hours, and that's the same as if it's either a fall, a spring, or a summer ceremony. Then speaking more on motivation, there's a question: if you're overwhelmed by everything that you have to do, as far as if you're about to graduate or if you're not about to graduate, feel free to come by our office and we will help you prioritize your time. Remember that we have 2 full weeks before Thanksgiving break. Then after returning from the break, we have 1 full week before finals week. This means that we only have 3 full weeks left in the semester, so we have to continue to stay focused, to continue to stay motivated to end the semester off strong. Remember that you're almost there, so keep pushing and good luck.
Thank you, Darian, and I want to give a special congratulations to Darian. He graduates with his MBA, his Master's in Business Administration, this December. So if you're in the same graduation ceremony with the business students, make sure you cheer for him as he walks across the stage.
Yes.
So we're real proud of you, Darian.
Thank you. Thank you.
So now I am going to talk about some events that are going on this semester. We are winding down the TRIO events. So those of you who are concerned that you haven't completed all of your Student Education Plan requirements, or SEP, you still have time. There's still services that we're going to do, but you need to make sure that you decide what you need to do and you know when it's going to happen and you mark it on your calendar, because if you miss it, you know, that might be it for this semester. If you have any concerns about what part of your SEP you have or haven't accomplished, give us a call or come by any of our offices and our staff members will be able to help you interpret that. We don't want there to be any confusion. So let me pull up my schedule. Can you guys see the PowerPoint? It looks like you can. Okay.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, thanks. So these are the TRIO SSS events for November, and the vast majority of them are next week, which is kind of overwhelming if you're me, but it gives you guys a lot of opportunities to participate in services during the week. So next week is your week if you have any requirements that haven't been completed. So starting off Tuesday, November 10th, from 2 to 3:20 in TEC 322. And if you don't know where that is, that's the classroom that's directly across the hall from my office. So if you come to my office and you look behind you, it's going to be right behind you. This is going to be our financial aid seminar. Now, if you just joined our program this semester, this fall 2015 semester, and you're a freshman or a sophomore, you are required to come to this. All the other students, we really recommend that you come, especially if you receive financial aid especially, but it's only mandatory for our brand new freshmen and sophomores. And we've been doing this for a while now, so some of you who were freshmen and sophomores in the past have already received this information, and we think it's a really great workshop to attend early on in your college career while you're still trying to get the hang of understanding your financial aid. This is going to cover the ins and outs of financial aid. It's going to allow you time at the end to ask questions of the financial aid counselor who's presenting. In the past, they've talked about different grants that maybe students aren't aware of and different scholarships and types of loans. So this is really how to find all that background, secretive information that nobody seems to talk about. Well, they talk about it. They talk about it in our workshop, so you just need to make sure you're there in order to hear that information. Now, if you can't come to the financial aid seminar and it's required of you, that is, you're brand new to our program and you're a freshman or sophomore, we will send you a worksheet that you can do instead, and you are going to have to take that worksheet to your financial aid counselor and interview that counselor and ask the questions listed on the page. Now, if you do that and you turn it in, then you will get credit for doing this seminar in a more one-on-one manner. Then the very next day, Wednesday, November 11th, from 3:30 to 5 p.m. in LSC 304, this is our graduating senior reception and student loan repayment workshop. Every semester, fall and spring, we do graduating senior receptions where we show our excitement over our students who have made it to this final stage of their college career. They're about to graduate from college. So this is for our December graduates and any students who are interning or student teaching in the spring and will be graduating in May. Because usually when you're student teaching or you're interning, you're usually away from Huntsville and you're not able to come back your graduating senior reception. So we try to honor you guys a semester early. We hate to forget anybody. Our graduates will receive cords in trio colors, signifying that they participated in something special during their time at Sam Houston, and they can wear those graduation cords at their commencement ceremony. We're also going to have awards for students with high GPAs and a big award for the student with the highest GPA who's graduating with this December group. As part of the reception, we are going to have a student loan repayment workshop. And this will be presented by Patsy Collins from the Money Management Center. A lot of you guys know her. She's the director of the Money Management Center, and she used to be the senior financial aid counselor at Sam Houston. So she really understands student loans and student loan repayment. One of the big focuses of this workshop is public service loan forgiveness. So if you think that you're going to be in a career that's more of a public service field or education related, this is a great way to find out ways that your loans can be forgiven based on the type of career that you have. So while this graduating seniors reception specifically focuses on our graduates, it's open to every single student in our program. So if you know any of our graduating seniors, come and cheer them on, or if you just want to come for the workshop, come and do that. We cycle through these workshops, so we aren't going to be offering this again until spring 2017. So that's kind of a long way to go if you need this information. So if you can come now, please do, or spring 2017 will be the next time that we are offering it. Then Thursday, November 12th from 2 to 3:20, again, that's in TEC 322. That's the classroom that's across the hallway from my office. This is our Understanding Student Debt workshop. A lot of our students have told us that they're really concerned about the amount of debt that they're taking out. Either that they think that they've taken out too much, or they don't know what too much is, and so they haven't taken out any at all, but they're struggling to make ends meet, and they're just concerned that they don't know what a manageable debt load is, and they don't know what their repayment costs will be after they graduate. And so we've heard you guys. You guys have been talking to us about this for a long time now, and we put together a workshop with again, Patsy Collins from the Money Management Center, and she is going to go over everything you need to know about understanding what your student debt means. So that's talking about letting you guys know exactly how much debt you have, then talking about what monthly payments you're looking at based on the amount of debt that you've accumulated at this point. And so it's going to be a really interactive workshop. 322 has computers in it, and we're hoping to give you guys like actual tools that you can use in that session, and so it's not just sitting and watching a presenter. Although Patsy's really engaging. If you've ever gone to any of her workshops, you know what I'm talking about. She's just awesome. So if you take out loans, I really recommend you come to this workshop if at all possible. It's just going to really cover topics that we think TRIO students need to know. And then wrapping up next week on Friday, November 13th, from about 9 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, we're going to have our freshman pre-registration lab. This is the day that our freshman students get to register for their spring classes. And we especially, this is required if you are brand new to our program and you're a freshman. If you're a sophomore, you don't register on Friday, you register on Thursday, I believe, and so you'll just have to see us separately if you need any assistance. But for brand new freshmen, it's required. If you're a returning freshman and you want help registering, come on by this event. Sometimes you go to register and weird things happen. And if you are brand new to campus or college, or this college or college in general, sometimes it's hard to figure out what on earth that error message means. Whereas we've been there, we've done this semester after semester after semester for years, and so we can help you figure out any problems that occur. Hopefully there are no problems, but you never know. And sometimes it's something as minor as you thought you were going to take an English class, but it's all full and you don't know what else to take. we're there. We can offer you academic advice. We can troubleshoot computer problems that are going on. So that's why we really want our freshmen to come to us when they register, because we can assist them. It says the location is to be announced. There's 2 places where it might be, and we're waiting to see how many students are coming before we pick a location. So the first one is it could be in our computer lab, which is TEC 306. And in that case, the lab would be shut down to all other students that day. Our alternative, though, is a bigger computer lab in the Lee Drain building. I believe it's room 407, and that can accommodate much more students at the same time. So we will keep you guys posted on where this location will be. We will send out emails, we'll post flyers on our doors, we'll make sure that you're aware. But if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or send one of us an email. So those are all of our events next week. Like I said, this is really this week is really going to be one of your final opportunities to complete SEP workshops, so please keep an eye out for how they work with your schedule. Our last fall cultural event is called the Caucasian Chalk Circle, and it's through Sam Houston's Theater Department. This will be Wednesday, November 11th through Saturday, November 14th. Tickets have already been purchased, but I haven't received them yet, so it's too late to sign up for a ticket. And if you have signed up, I'll give you a call when the tickets are ready to be picked up from my office. Tutoring services. A lot of you guys are in courses that have tutoring requirements, and basically if we have a tutor on staff who's able to work with that subject, that course, then you're required to come in for tutoring. We have 2 lovely tutors, Marcia and Ida, and they both are just fantastic. And so please don't feel shy. They're here and they love to meet with you guys, and it's their job and it's their passion, so don't feel shy about coming in to see them. Marcia can do math, statistics, physics, French, anatomy, business analysis, and probably a few others that I'm sure I forgot. Ida can do biology, chemistry, basic math, and basic CJ courses. You should have received an email from me and from the tutors if you have a mandatory tutoring requirement. But if you aren't sure, feel free to contact me. My phone number is listed at the bottom, or you can see my email address when I put my video feed back up, and we will let you know if you have mandatory tutoring requirements. Of course, you're also welcome to see a tutor even if it isn't required, because these tutors are really helpful, and so we want you to get the help that you need. I'm going to skip down a couple bullets, but if you just need someone to quiz you as you study for an exam, our LSS mentors are great for that. They can also help you organize your notes, maybe even work through your textbook and figure out what notes you need, because they are our study skills mentors. So if you want to meet with an LSS mentor and just have someone quiz you or help you get organized, give me a call and we'll schedule you an appointment with one of them. To schedule an appointment with a tutor, you can text us at 936-337-0559, or you can email the tutor directly. Like I said, if tutoring was required, you would have received an email from me and probably multiple emails at this point from the tutors, so feel free to respond directly to them. Our last group study night is going to be Wednesday, December 2nd from 5 to 7 p.m. We will have our computer lab open, and then we'll also have a classroom in the Teacher Education Center that will be a room where you can meet with tutors. Now, some students have a little bit of questions as to what is group study night. Well, group study night is fantastic if you need to get some extra time in our computer lab, or you need to study with other TRIO students who are in the same classes as you. You're welcome to do that because it is group study. Or if you have just a few questions for the tutor, but really you're okay studying on your own and just asking questions as you come across them. Group study night is not good if you don't understand like big sections of your textbook or big like full chapters. If that's the situation, you really need a one-on-one tutoring appointment, because that's an hour that will be dedicated solely to you and all your questions, whereas group study night, the tutors are going to rotate around the room and help out students individually, you know, one question at a time. So if you have a lot of questions, you probably won't get them all answered. So I just wanted to go over what group study night is good for. If you have a tutoring requirement, you can attend group study night, and that will count as that tutoring requirement. But like I said, you really need to have just like a smaller amount of questions, because lots of questions need a one-on-one tutoring appointment. Our final Live with Trio of the fall semester is going to be Wednesday, December 2nd from 4 to 5 p.m. So please join us, and we will have fun conversations as always. Then the next thing I wanted to share with you guys is Sam Houston events for the semester, for November, sorry. And I want to give a special thank you to our LSS mentor, Nancy. She created this PowerPoint for us, and it looks awesome, and we couldn't do it without you, Nancy, so thank you. So these are all the events for November. First off, Friday, November 6th, that's when spring registration begins, and it is by classification and by alphabet. So we have some calendars up in our office that say when people register. You could probably also find it on the registrar's website. It might even have been emailed to you. But if you have any questions about when you register, come by and see us, and we'll help get you sorted out. Wednesday, November 11th is Veterans Day. So that's the day to show, well, we should be doing this every single day of the year, but this is especially the day when we want to show our appreciation to all of the men and women who have served in the armed forces. Because our country would not be where we are today without their sacrifice and their dedication, them and their families. I know it's quite a sacrifice for everybody involved. So this is definitely a day to show your appreciation. It's okay. It looks like it's not scrolling. You guys, is that what's going on? Okay. Let me try this again. Let's see.
All I see is the Trio logo.
You see the Trio logo? Can you see the slideshow now?
No. Yes. There you go.
Okay. It's working? Okay. Oh. No. Okay. On campus, they are going to have a movie. They're going to show the movie Southpaw on the new SHSU Jumbotron at 6 p.m. And I'm not exactly sure where that is, but Jumbotron, maybe in the football stadium. But if you want to see that movie, this is definitely a good opportunity to see it for free. Okay. So Friday, November 13th is the last day for Q drops at Sam Houston. And if you don't know what a Q drop is, that is the ability to drop yourself from the class and not receive a grade for it. Whereas if you stay in the class after Friday the 13th, then no matter what, you are going to get a grade in that class. If you think that you might want to drop a class, come and see an advisor, either with us or the SAM Center, or talk to your professor and let them know what you're considering and find out if that's even a good option. Sometimes students drop courses that they're afraid that they're going to get a low grade in, but it turns out, you know, maybe it wasn't as dire as they think. Or maybe it is, and dropping it and getting a Q is better than getting an F, because a Q doesn't affect your GPA. However, you can only drop 5 classes at Sam Houston during your time here. So you want to use your Q drops very carefully. You don't want to be dropping any course that, you know, if you're afraid you're going to get a B and you drop it and you do that 4 times, well, now you can't drop any more classes. So this is something to be aware of. And if you have any questions, definitely go see an advisor, us or the SAM Center, and we will talk to you about this. Our next event is on Saturday, November 14th, and this is the Letter Winners football game. It's versus Northwestern State, and it's at home at Bowers Stadium. I could be wrong, but I think this might be one of our last home games. So if you're interested in coming, definitely come to this football game. Saturday at Sam is also going to be that day at 8 a.m. So that means parking is going to be a little bit crazy. It means dining on campus is going to be a little bit crazy. But there's going to be great opportunities for volunteer work if you need volunteer hours. You can contact the visitor center. Sometimes campus departments need volunteers, and basically you'll be greeting the visitors to this campus and showing them around and answering questions. If you're interested in the Honors College, they're going to have an open house in the Olson Auditorium, which is AB4, room 220, at 11 a.m. as part of Saturday at SAM, but I'm sure our current students can go by and talk to them about the Honors College. This is a great opportunity if you have a good GPA and you want a little bit more of a challenge with your classes. Wednesday, November 18th is Philanthropy Awareness Day. So from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. you can come by the mall area and sign a thank you banner that will be presented to donors. Cats for CASA is having a general meeting. This is a new student organization at Sam Houston that's dedicated to assisting abused or neglected children in the local foster care system. It's a fantastic organization, and so if you're looking for a way to give back to the community, really give this some thought. Their general meeting will be in the Lohman Student Center, room 306 at 5:15. And then there will be open mic night at the Cat Club at 7 p.m. So if you're looking to blow off steam, get some fun entertainment, come on over to that. Thanksgiving is coming up, which I'm sure you are all aware of, especially as your professors are winding down the semester and maybe canceling class during that week. Sam Houston will officially be closed November 26th and 27th. That's Thursday and Friday. However, Wednesday there won't be any classes. That's November 25th. And then residence halls will close at 10 p.m. on that Tuesday. So if you live on campus, you need to make plans to do something during that break. I know you can, if you aren't able to go home, you can pay break fees, or if you don't have a home to go to, Residence Life will provide you fee waivers, so you don't have to pay to stay in your dorm during the break. If you have any questions about that, come and see me, and I'll talk to you about that fee waiver. And then Sunday, November 29th, residence halls will reopen at 2 p.m. So you might want to get to campus early to fight traffic and get good parking spots and get rested for school to start that Monday, since the week after Thanksgiving will be the last week of classes before final exams. So on that note, Monday, November 30th, there's going to be a stress relief and relaxation workshop in LSC 110 from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So if you want to lower your stress levels and improve your brain power, you should come learn ways to relax and refresh and take charge of your finals week from the fitness experts at Rec Sports. This is going to be a great opportunity to get some last-minute relaxation in before final exams hit and it all gets kind of crazy. So we really recommend you come to this. We want you guys to take care of yourselves. And those are all of the events that are hosted by TRIO or Sam Houston in the upcoming month. So I know it was kind of a lot. It seems like the semester is winding down, and yet there's still tons to do. But try not to feel overwhelmed. We're here to help you. Like Darian said, if you are worried about prioritizing your time, come in and see us. Let's talk about that. It's what we do for a living. We love helping you guys. So don't be shy. There's one final reminder. If you want to enter our drawing, this is through Facebook, and it's for everybody who's watching live or who's watching after the fact. And go to our Facebook group, the Project Connect SSS Trio, and you post what you are thankful for this Thanksgiving. Winners will be announced Friday, November 6th. I'm probably going to announce them in the morning, so that means that posts need to happen before Thursday night or before Friday morning. But we really hope you enter our drawing. We have some great prizes this month, as always, and we want to share them with you guys. So on that note, Darian and Kelly, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about? No?
I have nothing else.
Okay.
Nope, I don't have anything.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate you spending your time with us. I know you have a lot of things you can do, and we really appreciate that you consider spending it with us. It means a lot. Have a great evening, and we will see you guys soon. Bye.